Hey guys, Andy McCann, Crossfit Garage. Here are the workouts and things coming up for the coming weeks. First thing, we have got the Lurong Summer Challenge. Lori is our champion here. This is a nutrition and fitness challenge, and it's nationwide, so it should be pretty fun to do. If you're interested in learning more about proper nutrition, then this is a great way to do a 5-week program where they have meals that you can search on and cook and learn a lot in the community. So I suggest you sign up, and Lori will take care of us there. Next on the whiteboard, we had a lot of PRs in the back squat. Look at all those ribbons. And look at all these ribbons. What do we pick there? That's got to be the deadlift. So Adam and Wendy with some serious lifts there. But lots of ribbons. Love that stuff. We will continue to shake it up over the summer. We will be hitting a highly modified starting strength program. Basically, it's a starting strength or any strength program. They go to the power lifts. So we've got back squat, deadlift, and press, and a variation of those throughout the summer, and we'll be adding in clean. On maybe Thursdays, we'll be doing some overhead squat and snatch work, working on some of the harder skills. Some of us have a hard time getting under the board in commitment, and we will learn to commit to get under the board. Another thing, once all these PRs, or not PRs, all these 1-rep max lifts are done, which they should be by now, we will be going into our normal push and hit at CrossFit with intensity, but we'll also be putting in some of these named workouts. So there's a whole list on CrossFit.com of the girl named workouts, so you can go through all this stuff. There's a few that I really like and some that make no sense. And then there's hero wads, and some of the hero wads are pretty fun to do, and like Fran, or not Fran, that's not a hero wad, but like Murph, which, there you go, will be coming up for Memorial Day weekend. But usually the hero wads are super, super tough, and so you have to be a hero to do them. And when you do these workouts like Fran or Helen or Murph, something changes in you.
Bottoms up.
Go. Go ahead.
Go for it, buddy. All right, all right.
Hey.
You did it.
His blood is yours. You know, my dad said that once you do that, there's going to be something different about you. Always.
Wasn't so bad.
So that's the height of Charlie Sheen and Patrick Swayze's acting career for me. Anyway, it won't really change you like that, but it is pretty cool. So on the next few, so one thing I've added is the workouts will show up earlier. You have like a maybe 2 or 3 day lead time. You can actually go see what's coming up. Well, you can just watch the video and see. But there'll also be these video tags from YouTube. Unfortunately, you can't click on them, but if you copy and paste them, you can go and watch a video about.
All right, guys, so we're going to take Mark here and work on squat therapy.
So that's Chris Spieler in squat therapy. He was a pretty big dog in the beginning of CrossFit. But anyway, so you can go look through all this. Also, you're going to notice, let me go ahead and sign in for a class. And you're going to notice some other options that'll show up. Hopefully it'll show up on this day. But there'll be a reference workout that you're not really supposed to do, but it's just for you to be able to get numbers. So, you know, before you'd have to go to like Athlete's Performance or My Performance to find your overhead squat. So in this case, we were doing 9 reps of overhead squat at 60%, or RX Plus is at 80%. And you'd have to go through all that. But now I'm going to put overhead squat right down here as a reference. So if you read the workout with a bunch of notes in there, it's got reference overhead squat. Not that you're supposed to do this. It's just so now you can hover over your overhead squat number and boom, get your own number. You could also, if you wanted to, in this workout, it's 9. So if you did overhead squat at 100 pounds and you did all 9 in a row, then you could actually go ahead and click this and say 1 by 9, 100 pounds, hit save. And now you have another data point because you did it, so why not put it in the workout? You don't have to do that. The main point is for you to be able to just simply grab your percentage really easily. So that's going to be on all of them. So just ignore the part that says this is what we're doing as a reference workout. So in the Ripito setup or its strength cycle, what you have to be aware is that he wants you to do 3 sets of 5 reps, and he wants you to be at a weight where you can get all the way through those without increasing. So pick, I don't know, 200 pounds, and you do it 3 times, wait 5 minutes, do it 3 times, wait 5 minutes, do it 3 times, wait 5 minutes. If you make it all the way through, you move up in weight. If you do not make it through, you do the same thing next time it comes up. And if you make it through, go up in weight. If you don't, do it one more time. If you fail 3 times, drop the weight. If you don't fail, then obviously move the weight up. So if 200 pounds is my number, then the next week I would do maybe 205, 210 based on the notes I put in there to myself, how easy or whatever it was, okay? So you have to keep track and watch and see. So in this back squat, 3x5, put in my weight, and then failed, made it, pretty tough, really easy, so forth. So we are going to hit back squat, deadlift, press, and clean, and there's probably no better lift out there than back squat and deadlift for building strength. So we're going to continue to do those probably forever as long as I'm programming. Then you have the workout. I have a rough draft for the next couple weeks built, and I'll be adding some videos and a few other things as we go. The workouts themselves, you can read this. I'll point out some notes, but you can read it. So a video on squat therapy. RX Plus was busted for a while, so I finally got it fixed. Well, I didn't. They did, and I found a workaround because it really wasn't truly fixed. So we did this workout before. You're going to have to take your old time and put it in the new one so you can track it. If you don't care, then it doesn't matter. You don't have to track it. Just put it in the new one. This way you have the workout plus RX Plus, and you can read that right there. Each day that's got a percent lift in the warm-up will be warm-up to whatever your percent lift is. So the coach will do whatever their warm-up is, plus get a bar and start warming up. If I forget to put the wall ball weight or reps or something, go with the standard. Wall ball standard is 20 and 14. Running is 100 meters equals 1 rep. That way it doesn't get crazy with 4,000 reps, because you ran around the building 10 times. You'll see a difference also, not just in weight, but also in the type of movement you're going to do between RX and RX Plus. So we've got sit-ups versus toes to bar, box jumps versus higher box jumps, and heavier weight. Then we follow Ripito's shoulder strength or shoulder press. And if there's time, I'm still going to put skill in there. Some of you will move through this pretty quick. If your shoulder press has a pretty big number, that may take you a little bit longer, but if you're like me and it's pretty low, then you'll be able to move into the skill. This is going to be on your own, a little bit of practice, pull-ups, getting that swing down. There's a video on the swing, so take a look, read through that, or watch the video the night before, the day before, but not in class while the coach is coaching. Next day, we have similar type of setup, except it's 21-15-9, and you notice, again, burpees versus RX Plus, burpee over bar, and then, of course, the weight goes up between those two. Deadlift, and your skill is the quad explosive kick on the GHD sit-up versus trying to do a hip flexor sit-up. So watch the video so you understand the difference and how to actually do a GHD sit-up correctly. All right, so this one's a little bit unique. I'm going to try to push you guys on the wall ball. We're so used to doing what we normally do. If you do RX Plus, you're going to go to a 12-foot target, so you have the red line when you normally go over. Then you have a cinder block and another cinder block. So try to go to that second cinder block line. Ladies, you can use a 20-pound ball to the 8-foot target or your 14-pound ball to the 10-foot target with GHD sit-ups. And again, this is one that had a problem. We've done this before, but the RX Plus was busted, so I had to recreate the workout. So if you want to track your results, you're going to have to go in here and type it in. And the way you do that is simply click Add Performance, and then you would pick Metcon and then type in the name of the Metcon. And in this case, let me go find it. The Metcon's name is 8-minute AMRAP wall ball sit-up, so that way we'll be able to actually find it. So you want to put it under this new one, not the old one. After that, recover, hang out, give high fives, hit a 500-meter row as fast as you can, and then we're going to move into the snatch. This is mostly to get you guys to get under the bar properly, so listen to your coach. Don't worry so much about weight. There is a rep scheme to it, but put in whatever you do. So if you do a 1x10 or just, practices at 1x1, that's fine. Or you did, 10 sets of 1 reps at different weights, whatever. Put in whatever you need to do. The main thing here is work on your skill so you can commit to getting under the bar in a squat position. And then if you have time, some double unders. And then Friday we have a mixture of the things we've been doing plus thrusters. We're going to be adding those in to get us all skilled for Fran. Again, using 100 meters as your metric here for 1 rep. And after that, clean. Again, it's more important that you learn to squat clean or just clean correctly. So the weight isn't as important as you learning how to do it right. So if you can do it right, then obviously go heavier. But if you are learning, focus on technique. Don't worry about that. Again, you see down here reference thrusters. So you're not doing thrusters. You're just simply finding your percent easier because it's going to be listed and you can hit that little data point or graph right there. But if you do 21 thrusters straight or whatever, go down here and actually enter in, well, I did 15 at whatever that weight was. All right, that's it. Have fun. Email me or call me if you have any questions.